What's going on, people? Hope y'all doing fantastic. It's Brother Man Trucking coming at you again with another pink shirt video. The shirt is actually navy blue today. I looked up the situation going on with the camera, and apparently these HP machines, they have this issue with the cameras when it's natural light, or there's another type of lighting that said, and I've read in the article, but it shows dark colors as pink or purple or something like that. But it is what it is. Today I want to talk about the trucking strike. And remember in school, some of you, the older people will remember when you're in school and there will be like when it's time to get down to the business in class, the teachers say, "Okay, class, let's put on our thinking caps," and we're putting on our thinking caps, right? Well, can we put on our thinking caps, please? All right, let's talk about this trucker strike. All right. Well, first, before we get there, the economy is not running at its full capacity. So you have all these businesses are shut down in all different sectors. Pick a sector, you name it. Some mom and pop companies are not coming back. Some business models are not coming back. They're gone. They're wiped out. Um, you also have I think I looked at the unemployment rate a couple of days ago. I think it was like at 20%, with people still filing. So you got a lot of people out of work, a lot of people not spending money because they don't have money to spend, and some people waiting on their triple P. Uh, what do they call that thing? The PPP thing. The $1,200, and then the add-on fees if you have children or whatever, right? If they're just gonna take this money, then they're gonna go right down to Walmart and buy the big screen TV. It's like, oh man, I wish they would really open up this economy. And I might have a couple of digressions here. I wish they would really open up this economy because people have too much time on their hands now. So you get on social media and you be like, how do they come up with this stuff? And I'm just rolling all day long. It's hilarious. But anyway, let's get back to the trucker strike. So you have all these people out of work, nobody's spending, not as spending as much as they used to. You have factories shut down. You have factories and plants shut down, and you name it, right? And then, of course, since product is not being moved at retail level or somewhere in between there from manufacturer to retail level, the product is not being moved. Um, so now that creates a supply and demand for trucks. It comes back to the equation of supply and demand for trucks. Well, we don't need all these trucks right now. And everybody went out and, bought trucks and, got over leverage and all this stuff. So now they're taking cheap freight. You know, they're trying to beat the other guy, which I do that too because I can run cheap. I'm just letting you know. I said that before. I'm your competition. I'll be out there running right alongside with you. But um, so you have all these equations going on, right? So now, I mean, I could see if the economy was if the economy was running at full speed, at full capacity, and for some reason the trucking rates were well below what they should be, $1 a mile, 80 cents a mile, or something like that. Okay, what's going on here? Something is happening. Okay, let's look into this. But once you look at the big picture, it's like, well, there's a lot of people out of work. Like I just said, a whole bunch of different scenarios going on with this, with the economy. So, and I guess some of these truckers feel like they're getting the shaft. I'm like, I mean, I kind of understand it, but I mean, you got to look at the big picture. Um, so that's one thing. Another thing is, what is going on with the rates is we're going to talk about brokers. Now, I talked about you got your honorable brokers and then you got your dishonorable brokers. Well, a lot of them are being very dishonorable right now because, okay, it goes back to the economy not running at full capacity. So if let's just say, we'll just use the number 10. Let's just say at full capacity, um, they have 10 loads, right? They pay the truck a fair wage, everybody's happy. Well, those 10 loads just got cut back down to 5 loads. All right. So they had a projected revenue that they were going to make with this 10 loads. So now Since that's cut in half, they only have 5 loads now. So they have to suppress what they're going to offer the truck to keep their profits up or their revenue up. This is just my opinion. So that's another thing that's going on with this. So I mean, it's kind of like the perfect storm to run certain people out of business. I mean, so then I also saw, or I heard somebody talking about the port guys are coming over on the spot market. It ain't happening. That's not what's happening. Um, that's not what happened. I mean, it's just so much going on with this thing, and I mean, you can go ahead and strike if you want to, but this is why I said, I know I said it a handful of times, and other people have said the same thing, that we think like, don't get tied into all this expensive equipment and um, a high cost of living. Get some equipment that is manageable, including your lifestyle and stuff like that. Because when everybody was posting those $10,000, putting it on the glass, 10,000. Oh man, I made $10,000 this week. I made $9,000 this week. Yo, it's not going to last. Slow down. Don't get comfortable. All right. Then the next thing you know, then it is, it's like one of them out and back roller coasters. You got the big hill, you go down, you got the little, the little, the little smaller hills where you get airtime on the back end. So now all of a sudden it's a problem. Now all of a sudden, oh, the rates. Well, it's still, the trucking industry runs off of averages. So if you're averaging all this money up here, well, you can either sit home or you can just run the cheap freight to cover your cost. It's still going to average out, whether you sit at home or whether you run the cheap freight. Now, if you're over leveraged and you can't manage yourself running the cheap freight, where it's just costing you money to move their freight, I can't help you. But I know I had a couple of digressions there, but it's please open up this. Look, please, ATA. We know you got this stuff rigged, and we know that you're just padding your back pocket. Please just open up this economy. Whoever is behind all this stuff, open up the economy, get these people back to work, because my stomach hurts from laughing. Seriously, it does, man. I'll see you.